Hi everyone, good evening. Please type in the chat below to tell me where are you from, uh, uh, what do you want to learn today, what do you want to ask. Just you can ask any question you want to ask today. Just type in the chat below. When I see it, I'll just comment later. Yeah. So good evening. My name is Jin. So I have my counterpart here, my partner here, Lili. Today we're going to share you three
Hi.
methods to actually purchase, buy crypto without actually buying crypto. You heard that right. We are going to share with you three methods to actually buy crypto without actually buying a crypto. Yeah. So allow me to share my screen. Then so I will share it first, and then I will invite Lili back later. Yeah. So let me know if you can't see my slide. Yeah. So this is the disclaimer slide where whatever that we share today is actually not a financial advice. This is actually just a general information or just for educational purposes. Yeah. So what do you see over here? You are actually looking at U.S. printing a lot of money. So when do they actually print a lot of money? Last year, 2020, due to COVID, it is a pandemic, so it they are everyone is not prepared. All right, so the economy is affected. A lot of people lost their jobs. People can't go to work. Everything is need to go online. Everything actually went haywire. So in order to save the economy, and US, like it or not, they are the biggest financial hub, and whatever happens to them, it is actually pegged to most of our currency in the world, right? So if US down, everyone is down. When US is printing money, they are helping the economy. The whole world will actually benefited from. Yeah. So US actually printed more money last year than in 2 centuries. They actually printed almost a fifth of all US dollar created in 2020 itself. Yeah. So it's actually 20% of the historical US money were printed last year itself. Yeah. So what does that actually mean? It actually means that if you put 100K inside the bank account last year in 2020, by 2021, 1 year later, when you take out all the money, it is actually worth 80K only. Why? Because 20% is actually the value of the 100K actually dropped by 20% because they have printed 20% more of the money. Another analogy is that last time you can see the burger we can buy by using $4.99, right? We can actually buy 3 layers patty of the burger. By now, $4.99 we can actually buy one burger only. You can check the McDonald's price. It actually went up multiple fold in just a few years, right? So there is what we call inflation, right? When you print a lot of money, it will cause inflation, like you or not. So so what do we need to do? We need to earn money and actually use the money and help us earn more money. So how do we do that, right? Um, Everyone will tell us that investment is be complicated. You should hire someone to manage your fund by putting your fund in a mutual fund, by putting your fund to some for the bankers to help you to manage the funds. The stock markets is actually for rich people only. Yeah. So it's not the right time to buy. It's all time high now. What do you buy? Everything is so high. What do you buy, right? So how? I don't want to lose money, but I don't know how to do it. I don't want to pay a lot of fees. Yeah. So that's why we need another form. There's another form of investment that we can do, which is what we call cryptocurrency. Yeah. So cryptocurrency, um, the biggest stylo is actually Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is actually a finite element. It is a finite asset where you only have like 42 millions of the supply ever. You can ever get is 42 millions only. Yeah, there's no more, there's no less. You can't print more money. So what it actually represents is representing a hedging against the U.S. currency, right? Just like what gold used to do. This is what we call digital gold, right? Of course, there's a lot more digital currencies that are coming out. There are like thousands of that. right? But Bitcoin is the biggest. But but Bitcoin and other currencies is what we call decentralized investment, decentralized digital currency. When it's decentralized means that no one is actually managing, or there's no centralized, or there's no government actually managing that. When it happens like that, there will be a lot of hacking happen. There will be you will be losing um, your your key, your all those investment keys. And then when that's missing, it means that your coins are missing. There's no calling customer service, oh hello, my Bitcoin is missing, can you please help me to retrieve back? There's no such thing anymore, right? So everything must be managed by yourself, and we are not ready for that. A lot of us retail investor, we are not ready for that. So what do we do? Oh, so before that, my name is Jinny. Let me introduce myself. I went to Buffett Online School, and on the left side I'm showing you my portfolio. So after I went to Buffalo Online School, I actually went from 4-digit portfolio to 6-digit portfolio after attending the school. So this is a little bit about myself. Yeah. So these are my mentors. These are Shancia, Pete, Joe, and Sarah. And then this is Mary Buffett. This is the daughter-in-law um, for Warren Buffett. Yeah, former daughter-in-law. So she is the head of our Buffett Online School. We are all learning from this old man over here. We are learning Buffettology from Warren Buffett. Yeah. So if you don't, so Warren always said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, right, you will work until you die. So who wants to work until you die? Type in the chat if you don't want to work until you die. Yeah. Oh, right before that, please like and share the post so that more people can benefit from this sharing. Yeah. So let's go into the main topic. Three methods to actually profit from crypto without buying crypto. So the first method is buying exchange traded funds, which what in short is what we call ETF. Yeah. So cryptos, we have if you are into stock markets, you know that ETF is like S&P 500, triple Q, right? You have Vanguard and all this. But then there's a new crypto economy coming up, and of course there's slowly getting more and more ETF just for crypto itself. So for today, I'm going to share you three ETFs that you can purchase if you don't want to buy individual Bitcoins, individual Ethereum, or just open another account and just buy it. If you have a stock account, you can just buy ETF, hold it, and forget about it, right? So there's centralized, but buying, there's a centralized entity buying decentralized asset. Yeah. So there's BTCC, is what we call Purpose Bitcoin ETF. It is 100% Bitcoin holdings. It is actually listed in Canada. So you can, if your platform can purchase BTCC, you can look into it. You can also purchase Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which is what we call GPTC. It is not really classified as ETF, but they are planning to move it into convert it into ETF soon. They only purely purchase BTC only. Yeah. So then there's another form of ETF, which what we call Block, BLOK. So what does this company do? It actually purchase cryptos related companies. So what do I mean by cryptos related company? So it has like MicroStrategy, we have like SQ PayPal. I believe you guys have heard of PayPal. PayPal is like PayPal and SQ Square. It's actually transactional company where you can purchase and pay or sell or buy things over there. Yeah. And then there's Mara, which I will explain later. So these are the ETFs that you can look into. Of course, there are more coming up, so you can look into ETFs if you don't want to purchase individual cryptocurrencies. Next up, the second method, right, is to purchase stock-related cryptos, which is what I mentioned just now in block, right? So in block, right, there is in stocks related cryptocurrencies, right? There's Mara. So Mara is a Marathon Digital Holdings. So Marathon Digital Holdings, right? they are a mining company, so they mine Bitcoin. They mine Bitcoin, and then when they mine the Bitcoin already, they will put it into their balance sheet, and then as Bitcoin grows, the value of Bitcoin grows, right? Then the company valuation grow, and of course, when you keep mining, means you are keep generating more and more Bitcoin. Of course, the company's revenue will grow together with the Bitcoin price, whether it's up or down lah. So MicroStrategy is another company that leverages on Bitcoin. So the company only purchases Bitcoin, and they actually loan more money and purchase more Bitcoin. They'll find all the ways to generate income, and then they'll buy more Bitcoin. Currently, they're holding around 100 over 1,000 Bitcoins, with an average price of around 26,000 USD per Bitcoin. Yeah, that is plus minus average as of yesterday. So and then there's Square, PayPal, and then there's this Robinhood, which is a stock exchange platform. But then recently they um, uh, actually allows crypto transaction. So I believe if you're this is actually a meme platform. I do not really recommend people to actually purchase stocks in Hood lah, right? So then there's another kind of platform is just purely purchasing cryptocurrencies. So over here, listed in US, we have Coinbase. There's only one, and then listed in Hong Kong, there's another company called Huobi, right? So today I'm gonna deep dive into Coinbase. So Coinbase is a platform, as I mentioned just now, to purchase, buy and sell, and then hold your coin in the platform as a like a normal platform for you to purchase and hold or trade your stocks. So the company is called Coinbase Global, ticker symbol Coin. It is a software app. It was recently listed in Nasdaq on the 14th of April 2021. So it's a very newly listed company, right? It is the largest crypto exchange in the US. They are not the largest crypto exchange in the world. They are the second largest. So they are the largest in the US only. Yeah. So the largest, as we know, is Binance. Next up is Coinbase, and then just now I mentioned Huobi, and then there's Kraken, right? So Huobi is listed in Hong Kong Exchange. Yep, and there are many more, but we only look at the top. Yeah. So today, because Coinbase is the only company that's listed, we can look into their financials, and let me just break it down for you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Please list it down in the chat below, and please like and share it if you can. Yeah. So what is Coinbase? Coinbase is a secured online platform for buying, selling, transferring, storing of digital currency. So they are building a crypto economy for a fair, accessible, efficient, and more transparent financial system to enable us to buy crypto. Yeah. So their mission is actually to create an open financial system for the world, to be leading global brand and helping people converting their currency, which is always inflated, into digital currency like Bitcoin. They can purchase all the cryptocurrency, most of the cryptocurrency inside. Yeah. So what are their key founders? Is actually his name is called Brian Armstrong. So he used to be a developer for IBM, and he's a consultant for Deloitte. He was a consultant for Deloitte. So he has a strong coding and accounting background, and he founded. One fine day in 2010, he get to know about this Satoshi guy, which is the creator of Bitcoin, and then the rest is history. By 2012, he has actually founded Coinbase with Fred Asham, and then continued to build it as a platform, and now it is listed. Right. So this is a very strong company, very fast-paced company lah. So what is the criteria for me to actually break down a company? What I look at is an increasing revenue. Is the company, whether they have increasing revenue? Do they for this kind of company, you will need monthly active user. So for monthly active user, you will create network effect. right? So once you're inside, you ask your friend to come in, you refer your friend, and then you earn some money. Everyone earns money. Everyone is happy, right? As long as you're a happy customer, then you'll stay. Then I want to see whether the company is whether they are net positive or they are net negative. I only look at companies they are net positive. So are they net positive income, and are they increasing in their net income, and do they have increasing free cash flow and increasing earning per share? Means, right, per share is their per share actually increasing in value, or is actually decreasing in value, right? So let's go ahead. Recently, they actually just announced their Q2 earnings. Yeah. So if you can see over here, follow my cursor. Yeah. Hold on. Let me give a pen red color. Yeah. So their monthly active user, right? Oops, sorry. So their monthly active user, which are what I call MTU over here, right? Actually increases by 44% in just a quarter, from 6.1 million increase into 8.8 million in just a quarter. So 44% of increment is nuts. Imagine you times it into a year, times four quarters a year, right? There will be a massive 160% per annum, increases from monthly transaction user. Then look at their trading volume. So their trading volume also increases by around 50%, from 335 billion to 462 billion trading volume. There is a massive increment. And then for their asset of platform, this is dropping. I believe it's because um, of the recent drop in May of the cryptocurrency, and then more people uh, um, are fearing so uncertainty, so they just sell their their asset. So you see, so there's more people trading, right? But for their net revenue, I would like to show you something. So look at here, Q2 2020, right? And then Q2 2021. What do you see? They actually 10x. They actually 10x their net revenue in just a year. I'm not sure there's a lot of company that I can say that they actually 10x in just a year. So while past performance doesn't represent future performance, 10x for a company is hooray! Everyone can actually celebrate for it. This is definitely a very, very strong company. So, and then for their net income, right, as you can see, just in Q2 2020, it don't know how many fold of it in 2021 already. But even for, if we just measure it from Q1 2021 to Q2 2021, it actually doubles as well, more than double. So right, they have verified users of 68 million users, and then they have 9,000 institutionals coming in to purchase cryptocurrencies in Coinbase, and then they have like 2 billion net revenue in a quarter, right? 180 billion asset on platform. So if you have any questions you want to know, just please remember to type it in the chat below. I will address it later. Yeah. So why does the user growth increase so much, right? So it is because the rapid adoption of crypto, despite the market volatility. So everyone, if you can see over here, right, for the past 12 months, only 13% of Americans actually traded crypto for the past year. So there is like 80 over percent more people that is not into crypto. However, if you say, oh no lah, not everyone will invest in stock markets or cryptocurrency. If some people just want safe havens, right? So look at 24% of the stock people, stock investors. So what if another 11% of them actually uh, go adopt crypto? I believe that Coinbase or any other platforms, cryptocurrency will actually grow more, right? Just by adoption. So it's like demand and supply thing, right? When you have extra demand, the supply getting lesser, and then the price will increase. It's the same concept. And then the institutional, just now I mentioned, institutional, there's 9,000 of them actually started accepting crypto. This is what we call institutional crypto adoption. And when institutional comes in, they don't actually buy and sell like us. They buy and hold. So and then they buy and in a large amount compared to us in institutional retail investor. We just buy a little bit. To them, they are in the millions or in the billions, right? So with more and more crypto institutional adoption, I believe there's a lot more upside for Coinbase itself. And then because it is listed, institutionals can buy. Yeah. So with increasing numbers of customer leveraging on Coinbase infrastructure to create their own crypto offerings, like creating more crypto coins, and then for people to buy. But do you do your own due diligence if you want to buy individual coins? Yeah. So most of the large cryptocurrencies pairs are listed in Coinbase, so it's for convenience based. So it creates network effect, see, and it has their own USDC. So one of the stable coin, whenever you want to buy crypto, right, you need to convert your local currency into a digital coin, a digital stable coin. We normally have USDT, Tether, and USDC, which is created by Coinbase, and also BUSD, which is Binance USD, right? These are the three bigger digital USD. Yeah. So then they form a strong network effect, and of course regulations when they are listed, right? It actually creates um, a, because when you're listed, you will need to be audited by the government. You will need to be uh, like following government rules. So regulations will come in. When you are listed, it means that government actually approve, or they can't ignore cryptocurrency anymore. They actually somehow in a gray area, that they actually somehow coexist with cryptocurrency already. Yeah. So they actually silently approve them. They can't tell you too much, right? Yeah. So where do the government stand on in terms of cryptocurrency? So if you can read this over here, right? Senate actually passes 1 trillion infrastructure bill in August of itself, only in 10th of August. So this is just right out of the oven. So they actually approved this 1 trillion infrastructure bill. So who gonna pay for it? They actually requested the cryptocurrency to actually pay for it. So everything will be taxed. Every buy and sell of the asset of cryptocurrency will be taxed. So by taxing is actually good, means that it is trackable, and actually the government recognizes this asset. When the government recognizes this asset, all the institutional companies actually can come in and purchase this thing, and it will grow bigger and bigger only. So there's two sides of the coin. While regulations come in, it will create FUD, the fear, uncertainties, and all this. Then people will dump in a short-term basis, but in a long-term basis, it's actually very, very good for the cryptocurrency economy. This is just my opinion. You can do your own due diligence, yeah. And then, so let's break it down into further details. So let's compare retail investors and institutional investors in Coinbase itself. So as you can see, the institutionals, the volume, as I mentioned, they are actually a bigger volume compared to retail investor, and it's constantly growing, right? They are growing by 50% in just a quarter, compared to retail investor, actually not so much. So you can see the adoption of the institutional coming into cryptocurrency. With the big money is coming in, we follow big money, we follow the smart money. Yeah. These are the breakdowns of the currency asset trading volume. Bitcoin is the biggest, which has, no, sorry, Ethereum is the biggest in last quarter. So previous quarters, most of the time, Bitcoin is the largest, and just last quarter, Ethereum actually overtake. But these two are they are the biggest cryptocurrencies um, by name, by age also lah. So they are like they consist of like 50% of it. Then the other crypto assets, I believe it will change in the future, but in the near term, these two gonna be the big boys. Yeah? So assets on the platform in billions, right? So you can see institutionals also sell it compared uh, to um, to previous quarter. They might not sell it actually. They actually, so there's a risk actually when you put money into the platform, because if you put money into a platform, there's a risk of hacking, there's a risk of that, and this a lot of uncertainty, because you are putting money with other third party. the reason for cryptocurrency is decentralized. There's a lot of ways to actually keep it besides keeping it into their platform itself. So they can buy and sell in the platform, and they can transfer it out into cold wallet, hard wallet, a lot of ways to actually transfer. So it might not be them selling, it might be just them transferring out. So but be if I'm institutional and I'm big enough, of course I want to be safe with my cryptocurrency. But if I'm only allowed to purchase in Coinbase, which is listed, I will purchase it there according to the regulations, but I will transfer my asset into some place that no one can touch it, right? So crypto assets on the platform, this is breakdown as here lah, huh? So revenue breakdown. So we have the transaction revenue. So as I mentioned earlier, Coinbase actually make money through transaction. They earn money through the spreads. So retail investor actually um, have gained 1.8 billion net revenue for Coinbase. For institutional, it's just 102 million. So retail investor is actually bringing a lot of money for Coinbase, and I would see this trend continue, but not for long. When the institutional come in and purchase more and more of it, I believe this will eventually break even. Yeah. So these are the breakdowns of the fees and all this. So what I mentioned just now, I'm looking into increasing of revenue. As you can see, trailing 12 month, they are increasing by, compared to 2020, they are actually 3x or 4x already. Their net income is a whooping close to 10x. Their earning per share is growing by ninefold, 8 to 9 fold. Their operating cash flow is great, it's like threefold, and then their free cash flow is like also around threefold. So you can see that this company is growing so huge. It's a massive company, yeah. But of course, their history is pretty shallow only. So um, we can observe it longer before we do anything about this company. So extra growth factor, this I would like to share another bonus for you for extra growth factor is that Coinbase will be spending $500 million, which is 500 million in of their own profit to purchase cryptocurrency. So as a platform to actually allow people to purchase or sell or actually trade cryptocurrency, right? They do not purchase cryptocurrency before that, and it's a joke, right? If you just create a platform and don't believe in it, you don't have a skin in the game. But with that, look at this. Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase in Twitter, he actually said that we will use 500 million of their balance sheet to actually purchase Ethereum and Bitcoin. Yeah, and then subsequently they will invest 10% of all profit going forward, right? And they think that they will increase the percentage over time. So what does that actually mean? They actually believe in what they actually build. So this is a very good factor. So as it is a double-edged sword lah. So as if the Bitcoin or as cryptocurrency goes up, they actually will earn more money. They will be reflected in the balance sheet. But if they drop, of course they will drop lah. But then this one buy and sell thing, I don't think it will affect much. It's just telling us that they are doing what they preach, right? And then Coinbase, right? What are the risks of Coinbase? So Coinbase, right? Before that, I'm just sharing all the good things about Coinbase. There's actually a few risks that I would like to share it to you guys. Right? Cryptocurrency is a volatile asset. So right, as like it or not, whether their revenue is going up, their revenue is going down, it will really depends on the Bitcoin prices. As I said, the Tai Lo, whatever the Tai Lo do, if the Tai Lo is growing exponentially, then there will be more retail investor coming in for more buying, and then of course the transaction fee they will earn more. But when there's a downturn, like what we saw past quarter, past 3 months, yeah, of course people will be selling their asset, and then will be less traders. Everyone will be, oh, is this gloomy day? Is this the end of the cycles? Are these the end of the cryptocurrency, or the end is near? No. So these are all those volatility that you will need to stomach when you're purchasing cryptocurrency, but you will be lesser problem when you are just purchasing a very, very strong companies. Yeah. um, so then it is purely relying on crypto economy, and it is vulnerable to crypto attacks. As you can see over here, this headline: Coinbase slam for what users say is terrible customer service after hackers drain their account. So according to this article by CNBC, right, actually mentioned that um, Coinbase, one of their customers actually got hacked, and hundred over thousands of their um, hundred over thousands USD worth of cryptocurrency wipe out in a night, and the customer service just can't do shit. So this is the vulnerability of the platform. It will have a lot of cyber attacks. A lot of hackers want to come in and just take out your assets, right? So that's why I said a lot of institutionals, or even now a lot of people educated, they are educated already. They will actually move their coins into a cold wallet so that no people can actually touch it besides yourself. But they will prompt another risk as well. If what if you lose it, right? You lose that thing. Yeah. And then financial regulations, as I mentioned, this is a double-edged sword. It will be a good thing. It will be also a bad thing. And also looking at the 10x growth of the monthly active users, right? Um, is it sustainable? In my opinion, it is not sustainable, and I don't think it will be 10x year on year lah. But what I would think that it will be a constant growth because of the adoption of the cryptocurrency. Yeah. So looking at the chart, right, they are actually listed in April, and once they are listed, normally newly listed companies, I do not purchase newly listed company because it is when you are newly listed, they are actually priced in, and people actually will dump their price. All the institutional will need to profit first and then buy in later. Yeah. So as you can see, true enough, together with the price of the crypto, it boomed down together with them. So Coinbase will follow, not exactly as Bitcoin, but it will follow more or less Bitcoin chart at first, because like it or not, they are a platform that purchase and sell cryptocurrencies. So as Bitcoin drop, they drop. As Bitcoin go up, they will go up together. Yeah. So these are the chart, and please do your own due diligence if you are planning to buy this company. So next, the third method would be a booster option. So it is option strategies that you can actually boost your account multiple fold. I will invite Lili to actually come back in to actually share it to everyone. So before that, I would like to share it to you guys. Disclaimer: I actually did a sell put on coin itself recently, and I've pocketed 770 USD just by doing a trade like that. So Lily is actually a retiree trader. She's also an educator. She actually trained a lot of retiree that have very little financial knowledge, and help them to actually strive after their retirement. So a lot of people don't will work their life throughout, and they do not know what to do after that. So if you need help, you can go to Lily, and please welcome Lily to share with you the option strategy that is so powerful that you will love it. Yeah, Lily, over to you. Unmute. Lily, you need to unmute. Lily, you need to unmute. You go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Jvn.
Okay.
Let me can you all see my slide?
I can.
Can yeah, good. Is it okay? Let me take a look at my. It's okay, right? I can continue, right? Okay. Thank you, Jinwei, for having me together with you on this live FB. Now, as Junyi, sorry, not Jinwei, Junyi has shared earlier, I am a retiree trader, and I provide options training to retirees who fear that they will outlive their savings by helping them to become financially independent so that they don't need to depend on their children. So, hey, this is Lily. So I want to share with you the third method that you can actually, if you have missed the crypto bull run, right? How you can actually, play in this game as well. So this third method is stock option, which Junyi had said earlier. Okay, so when we say that we have missed, so-called missed the bull run or something like that, what we're trying to say that is the stock is actually going up or the crypto is going up. So in stock option, right, if we are talking about a stock that is on an uptrend, what we can do is we have two options that we can do. Okay, we can actually buy a call or we can sell a put. So, but for today, what I'll do is I will only share on sell a put. Okay, sell a put position. So, I'm not too sure how many of you are familiar with the options. Maybe you can type inside the chat here if you have any knowledge in stock option or not at all. Maybe give me some information so I can see how much I can need to cover. Okay, I think it's a bit lagging, so it's okay. I will just continue then. So when we sell a put, basically what we are saying is that we love the stock, but we do not know like the price. So because if you like the price, you actually can actually buy into the stock, right? But you like the stock, but you don't like the price because it is overrun or maybe it's way too high. So, but you also have the cash, but you just don't like the price, so you don't want to go in. So this is when we take a sell put position. So when we sell the put, what we can do is when we sell the put, we also collect premium upfront. So this is the beauty of selling a put. When we so-called lock in that price that we want, and we also collect premium. So when we sell a put, right? Let's say just now Junior was showing just one quick slide on his sell put position. I'll show later on the coin stock, how much is it? But let's say if the price currently is at 260, okay, per the share. Since the price is very high, we may not want to sell it at that price. We can sell it at that price and collect a higher premium, or we can sell it at a low price to collect a slightly lower premium. But again, like I mentioned, when you sell a put, you must have cash on hand to be prepared to pay for the stock in case it is assigned. Yeah. So for Junji's position, probably you missed it. He said he made about 700 plus for that position he took, right, for one trade. So actually, when you translate that, it is about 3.2%. But you would think that, hey, 3.2%, ayo, don't you think it's very little? I mean, well, if you look at 3.2%, it seems very little, but don't forget, what does the bank offer you when you save with the bank? Does bank only offer you about 0.05%? Not just per month, but per year. Whereas for his position that he took earlier is about 3.2%. And you translate that to a year, it is actually about 38.4%. So if you compare 38.4% to 0.05%, I think it's really, really sensible. Do you think so? So let me show you live trade on how we can do a sell put position. Okay, let me see how I get out of here first. Let me stop share and I pull up my King of Swing trade. Okay, hold on. Let me close this. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up my Think or Swim now. Can you all see my Think or Swim? If yes, can you please type a yes for me? Okay. phone is a bit lagging, so I hope you can see it. Right. Okay. If you can see, this is a paper account on Think or Sim, or what we call a TOS. And I have with me here is coin already. The ticker symbol is COIN, which Ginny was sharing earlier. So the last done was 259.28. So that was the last traded price for this particular stock. So 259.28 is actually for one stock, right?
Lily, sorry, are you sharing screen?
Oh, okay, hold on. I can't see her.
Yeah,
Okay, because I think
I
my
can
phone
see.
a bit lagging. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, let me pull it out and
The thing of swim is
share
not sharing.
share again. Share screen. I hope you can see it. Now hold on. Let me pull it out
Yeah.
again.
Hold on.
Can you see it?
No. Try sharing again.
I shared just now.
Just now, I can see your slides, but then now I cannot see anything. If you are sharing.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's here. I think.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Can you see it?
Yes, I can now. Okay. Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry to
okay,
interrupt.
okay, good. Thank you. Because my phone, when I look at my phone, it's very lagging. So I can't. The response is very slow. So this is coin, as what Junior has said just now. Okay, the last traded price is 259.28. Okay, so if we were to sell a put, okay, look, this is a call. This section here is call. This section here is put. So if we want to sell put positioned, now, okay, let's look at 23 days. Okay, this is 23 days. This is the date to expiry, right? Normally, when we sell a put, we don't want to have longer than 30 days. We try to minimize this. Actually, the expire not days to expiry, like 23, 30, 37, right? So we normally choose a shorter period, and we choose third Friday of the month. This is weekly. You can see it's weekly is third Friday of the month is 23 days. So as I mentioned just now, this was the last traded price for one stock. And now the market has not opened. It's okay. We just this is a paper trade anyway. So if the stock is what you want, you love, but not so if you think that this price is very high, you can actually do a sell put at this position. Beside the arrow, there's a small SELL cell, which is buy column. So just like in any market, right, there is always a seller and a buyer. So if you think that this is a price is fair value, you may want to sell at this position. And when you sell, you click here and you look at here, the bar comes up here. Then there is a sell, and this -1 is actually shows one contract. And in stock option, one contract is equals to 100 shares. So this is the ticker symbol for Coinbase. This is expiry month and day. This is the strike price, which is 255. We choose strike price 255 because we think that this is a fair price, right? And this is a put. So we sell a put. And when we sell a put, let's say if I would sell a put now, right, I will collect a premium of 10.8. But sometimes we may want to negotiate. I want to collect a little bit more, then I push the price up. Okay, but when I push the price up, I may get it filled, I may not get it filled. But if you really want to get it filled immediately, then I keep it like that. Yeah. Then I confirm and send. If I think that 255 is a fair price for me. But let's say I think that it is not a fair price for me and I make a mistake. After that, what I can do is I can right click and I cancel the order, right? But now I think that, hey, 255 is still expensive for me, because when I do this position, take this position, I need to put aside $25,500, because in case touch wood, uh, the stock drops to my strike price of 255, because although you know that this is the stock price that you want, but you must make sure you must have enough cash on hand, because if you do not have enough cash on hand, even you like this price, if the stock drops to this level, you will be assigned the stock. So maybe you worried, then you may want to do a lower trade price, a lower strike price, let's say for here, let's say 250. But of course, you realize that the premium would be lower from 1050 to 840. So you sell here, okay? Again, sell -1 coin, expiry month and day. Strike price is now 250 rather than 255, a put, and then your premium is lower, and then you confirm and send. So once this is filled, the of course the stock will move up and down, this and that, until 17th of September. You will know whether this position is being assigned to you. Yeah. So for today, I will not cover too much into other details, but I just want to show you how this position is for a sell put position is done. But again, just a reminder, if you're doing a sell put position, as I mentioned earlier, you must love the stock. Okay, you must love the stock. You must have cash on hand to be prepared to have the stock assigned to you, because when you sell a put, you want to own the stock. That should be the mentality. Okay, so Ginny, over to you.
Hi, yeah. Hey, thanks, Lily, for sharing
No
this.
problem.
Yeah. So again, guys, today we are just sharing how to buy crypto without actually buying crypto. So let us know in the comments below that what do you want to learn next. We will find time and share it to you guys. We are here to actually just bring value to everyone, to help everyone to become a better investor, to help you to grow more money, grow your investment on it. So if that's it, we'll call it a day, and we'll come back next session. We'll see you again. Thank you very much. See
Thank you,
you.
everyone. Bye.